Welcome back to another episode of Different Walk Serious Talks. You're back here with us, Keisha, Farah, and we have the Grinch here with us today, um, where Autumn normally would be, and myself, Jessica. This episode is about revenge. Do you wish revenge on somebody or do you wish them well? Um, we're going to talk about strange ways that you might wish revenge on someone. Do you believe in karma? Do you do unto others as they have done unto you or as you would like them to do unto you? And what's the worst revenge we've ever taken? And maybe when's the time that we would have taken revenge, but we've held ourselves back. So does anybody want to start with, do you generally wish revenge on somebody or do you wish them well?
When I'm driving, I tend to wish revenge on people.
Mm,
When you're
valid,
driving,
But
okay.
then I immediately feel awful
valid.
and prey on it because I might be like, oh, I hope they run into a stop sign. Oh dear God, I don't mean it. I've been in car accidents. Please take that
Run
back. I
into a
didn't mean
stop
it.
sign.
Yes,
All right,
like when they
hold
cut
on
you
one
off
second.
because they don't know
Sorry.
what a stop sign is. I hope they run into the next stop sign. But then no,
Or the stop sign,
I
maybe
didn't
just
mean
run
it.
into
Please don't
them.
let me get into a car. But I also believe in karma. So as soon as I say it, I'm like, oh dear Jesus, but I take that back. So yeah. Mm.
Oh, so you would wish more revenge, but you believe in karma,
Yeah, exactly.
is what it sounds like.
Yeah, but that's the most I've ever actually wished revenge as far as I can remember. I have terrible memory, so I can't really remember thinking revenge on anybody. I'm too forgetful to think about revenge, I guess. And so, and plus, almost everything with me has always been instant. My mouth pretty much says whatever it wants without me being able to think more than half the time. And whenever that happens, most people will either fight or flight it. I've always been a survivor, so y'all know I used to fight. I don't fight anymore. Thank you, Jesus. All I do is try and survive, and I've been surviving for at least, I think, 12 years without fighting. So, more power to me.
So do
Hopefully,
you
it
think that
continues for the rest
there's
of my
like, do you think there's a significant difference between wishing bad things on someone and taking revenge?
Yes. No.
Okay, so
They're
so
both the same, aren't
you,
they? 'Cause
I don't think
you're
so.
wishing the bad thing, and then you take the action. Well, in order to take an action, you have to think it first, just like with anything else. So, isn't that the beginning of the revenge?
Maybe you do it's a crime of passion sometimes.
Well, that's
Sometimes
not
you
revenge. A crime of passion isn't revenge. I don't.
um it depends. Like if they've done something to you and then you have the opportunity and you just take it because you have the if you are getting your stuff from your ex's house and then the bleachers is sitting right next to their sneakers, um is it a crime of
I
passion?
would have done it. Well, in that case, I've acted revenge. Because remember when we took
Okay.
that bleach and that orange soda? That was a whole family thing. So
What
could
is
have
it? What
happened. So
happened?
the bleach and the soda and that one guy's
That
stuff.
wasn't me. So that was
It
you and
was the whole family. I don't know what you're
I
talking
actually
about.
didn't do that
Just
one. I
Jessica
found out
said,
about
"You
it
not gonna
after.
implicate me. You not gonna
No, I
implicate
found
me in
out
these
about it after.
crimes."
And then they were like, "Why weren't you there?" I was like, "I'm glad I wasn't." Like,
The whole situation. I just know that he
Why
was
weren't you there to
really
stop the
just
crime from
a
happening?
person.
yeah, I heard about it
So,
after the fact, but I heard it was quite quite excessive.
I'm gonna
Um,
assume that whatever that guy did, he definitely deserved it. He deserved that bleach in his soda. I
he
wasn't there.
tried
I don't know none of the details.
he tried to hurt my mom.
See? Knew it. Called it. I knew it.
We should
I had
never
already
try to hurt
known.
my mom.
Had it
She has too
coming.
many children for that. She don't even have to fight on her own anymore. Way too many.
I love
I
that.
love my mama. I'm a mommy's girl.
I know that's right.
we are mommy's girls.
So I guess I was
So
revenge. I
what
don't
about you,
know.
Keisha?
Okay, so I've never. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't wish people well. I don't wish them well. I don't. Not even a little bit. Like, oh, there's that scene that there's a video of Cardi B where she's like, "I wish them well in hell, where they belong." You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a thing?
That's kind of me. Now,
Oh
mind
my.
you, yeah, she says that. So, that's kind of me. But at the same time, I don't go out of my way to get revenge on people because I feel like the best revenge is to live well, and that usually karma does take care of the rest. So, and now I be waiting for that karma. I be like, "Ooh, come on, karma, get to work, girl." But I won't do anything in particular to speed it along because I feel like they're not worth my energy. But when their downfall does come, because it usually does, I'd be right there snickering. I'd be giggling. I'd be like,
So
delicious.
so have you
I just eat
taken
it
the
up.
opportunity when it's presented? Like, when it's immediately presented, have you been like, "Okay, this was God. God put this in my path because
God has
I
made
am
me
your
the karma for
karma."
that day.
Like
Uh,
like God uses tools.
Honestly, no. I actually had an incident last summer where I really, really wanted to. I was very tempted to, and I had the opportunity and I had to convince myself not to do it. I had to be like, "No, Keisha. I know. I'm sorry, Autumn
Oh.
Grinch. Grinch Autumn. I'm sorry. I let you down. The little Grinchy spirit in me did not win. I'm sorry. I apologize." But yeah, I had to talk myself out of it because I was like, "Okay, Keisha, you're better than this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it." But it was so hard. Usually the struggles I have are like, "Don't say it."
Yeah, that is hard. Go ahead,
Oh, it
talk a
was
little
so
bit.
hard.
Good job.
Anyway,
We're proud
The
of you.
Grinch does not approve.
yeah.
uh, we're proud of you. Me and Farrah are proud of you. Grinch,
Thank you.
might
Thank you.
not so much, I guess.
Did she just call me a baby? Did she just call me a
Yeah,
baby?
yeah, yeah. That's what that looks like. Okay,
What about you,
so
Autumn?
yeah,
You taking revenge? Oh, okay. I didn't
okay,
even do nothing this time.
What
okay.
about
So
you,
it
sir?
looks like that would be
Okay,
a
let's get to the
yes for
question.
revenge. I try not to take revenge. I actually try to, like, distance myself as far away from it as possible. My revenge is generally like being completely neutral. Like, I'm going to be like kill you with kindness. Like, I'm going to be so nice that you're like, "I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm sorry for, but I really am sorry." And that's usually how it goes. I'm just and I actually do wish a lot of people well, for 2 reasons. Number 1, I really do think that a lot of times people are just in their heads, and so sometimes the things that they do aren't necessarily to me, they're just reactionary. So it's not I'm not even really a part of it. And then the other part is that if somebody has done something, especially if they're getting out of my life for a particular reason, I want them to be as happy as possible so they won't come and bother me again. So, like, I want them to be super happy over there and not come back over here. Not
I want them to
think
get hit by a car.
to come over here. Oh
But
my.
okay.
No,
No,
I
what?
want them to get a new car. To get a new car and drive away.
Get hit by a new car.
My brand new
And
car.
the new car driver drives away. No? No? Okay.
Hopefully your wish and my wish don't collide, and then the person I wished well got a new car and then hit your person. That would be terrible. I would be very sad if my wish collided with your wish.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And what's crazy is the
Just give
person
me
that
one
I'm
second.
thinking of is whoever wronged you. So they got a new car and hit themselves with a new car. Whatever. I'm here for it. I'd watch that. I don't know how they pull it off.
We already got Keisha's answer, so do you guys believe in karma?
Right? I
So
do.
everybody believes in karma.
Oh my goodness.
I
Yes.
I do
Now,
believe in
sometimes I
karma.
don't think karma works fast enough. I don't think she come hard enough sometimes, but
Oh.
eventually people will get there. Like I saw something today where someone had said, like, if you don't love people and you only love power, you'll be surrounded with by people that only care about your power. So you will decline in public because nobody loves you in private. And I was like, that is some karmic stuff for real. However, karma, it still comes slow, right? And I'd be wanting karma to show up yesterday. I'd be like, sis, I know you're trying to be poetic about it or whatever, but I want to see it now. And I want it to be dramatic,
No,
so.
that is one thing that
But I
I
do
do
believe it's
struggle with,
real.
though. I agree that it's real, and I do struggle with that. So I do think your inner thoughts, like, are something that you should work on continuously, and that is one thing that I do struggle with, is that when I see somebody who treats somebody badly and their karma does come, Ideally, I would be like, "I still have empathy for you, but I struggle with that." Like the
I don't
yeah.
think me and the Grinch are the right crowd to tell this to, because we just like,
I struggle and I'm like, I really wanna be more empathetic, and I try to, like, force myself to be more empathetic, but sometimes I'm like, "Uh, I'm so sorry that your wallet went missing or that you dropped it on the train, but you also stole from me 5 times." So
and maybe that's okay to think
and
that?
I feel bad about I still
Maybe
feel bad
it's
about it
something
though.
close to justice? Maybe there's a thing as too much empathy to the point where maybe it becomes enabling, so you gotta be able to cut it off and be like, "Yeah, you had that coming. Good luck, though," and then go about your business, maybe?
I think that even when you're empathetic, as long as you don't share it, because I always feel bad even for my enemies, but it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, I feel sorry for you. I don't have to tell them how sad I am for them. I could cry about it in public if I feel that bad. Like, I know I'm pretty sure I told you about the girl who took the money. I hope she's doing well. Or even the roommate and I that got in a fight because I was paying the majority of the bills and she let the lights get cut out. She's having a great life. But
I
also
hope
I
her
don't
lights
think
are
about them
still
like
off.
that.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that.
See,
But I
Okay,
also
why?
don't
I
think about
don't
them.
wish badly on them. So here's a real dichotomy. I wish well for them for the future, but when it happens in the moment, I'm like, "Oh, that happened
Okay.
because of what you did." And then I'm like, "I hope it
Okay.
gets better. I hope like
What
you like everything works out for you." But in that moment when it happens, I'm like, here's your karma though. Like hopefully this is
Really?
actually a learning. Sometimes I'm like, this is a learning, like you should learn from this because the times that you stole from me the 5 times, and now when you just lost a wallet that had $1,000 in it, maybe you should think about not stealing in the future. But
they
hopefully
learn
you find
to.
your wallet once you think about it a little bit and you're able to pay your bills. Like in my head, it all makes sense like that they're gonna do well in the future, you know?
What if I don't wish them harm, but I just wish them justice? Is that okay? Is that cool? Like,
I think so. But yeah, to me,
okay.
it's you have to be able to remember the situation in the first place. Like I said, you can only truly wish revenge or truly wish somebody bad if you can fully remember the situation. That the couple of situations that I just mentioned, I can't even fully remember them, and I don't think about them until somebody brings them up, or I'm talking about some kind of subject like this. So now I'm thinking of them. I'm like, I hope they're doing good. But normally I wouldn't care what they're doing because I don't care enough to remember them. I mean, well, no, that came out wrong. Um, I just don't. My brain remembers stuff that's more important in my moment, if that makes sense.
So, one of my kids decided to diagnose me with ADHD. I don't know if they're really onto something or not, but I'm not gonna argue with Dr. Onyx over there. But what I will say is my memory sucks, except for when somebody has wronged me or they said something. I can remember the pettiest of things. You want me to remember dates? You want me to remember how old I am? I can't. But what you said back in '96. No, I remember. I definitely remember. I absolutely remember. And that's why your wallet went missing and you ain't got that $1,000 no more. Shouldn't have said what you said in '96. Ho.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
But not from like a
Yeah.
vindictive place, just from a place of justice. That's
Grinch
all.
was 100% on your side just now. 100%. Like,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a
yeah.
bad thing since it's the Grinch.
I guess
I
that
feel
depends
like I
on who
was
you
stating
ask,
facts.
though. Because, good and bad are in the eyes of the beholder and who teaches. So everybody has a different sense of justice or what's right and wrong. Even when, even, I will say that I've been listening a lot to a couple of different preachers. I'm not sure what church I want to join, but all of them have valuable lessons. However, they pick and choose what is right and wrong. Because how can you sit there and be like, oh, turn your back on your neighbor because they don't believe in God, but then turn around and say you're supposed to love your neighbor no matter what? That is a conundrum, isn't it? And also, If you're supposed to love everybody no matter their sins because you're not supposed to judge people, then how come some people believe that being gay is wrong or being polyamorous is wrong or any of that because it's not for us to judge. So a lot of people tend to seek revenge based off of their sense of justice, what they learned growing up. So where did you grow up and how many cartoons were you able to watch or what lessons were you able to learn? Even so we grew up where adults didn't watch certain TV shows in front of me, right? We watch this stuff in front of my daughter while she's watching the tablet. Now, Jess says that I shouldn't do that. I'm too distracted to not let her do something that she wants to do while I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? But she's going to learn her sense of revenge, not just from me, but also from what she's watching and then from all the people that surround her. So, uh, revenge is it right or is it wrong? It depends. The Grinch thinks it's right. That's because I already grew up.
So I do think there is so there are some societal expectations when we're talking about right and wrong, right? So there are some things that we kind of generally as a society hold to be wrong. Like walking up to somebody and punching them in the face for no reason, we generally hold to be wrong, right?
Now,
Uh
Betraying people that you love and care for, everybody feel like that's wrong.
now we hold these things wrong now because with the centuries things change.
And so and that's one thing that I think that we have to be careful about is that when we're talking about right and wrong, having your kids around certain people, things that you choose to learn, the things that you think about are important. And so I guess that's an adjacent conversation to the revenge conversation is what are we teaching our children are correct from the time that they're small children until now, because I've been around people who they have toddlers fight each other because kids need to learn how to fight, which is
Baby Fight Club?
100%. Like, the kids fight
Pretty
each
sure
other.
there was a daycare in Florida where somebody got arrested for doing just that.
Really? No, I'm talking about somebody that I knew personally who
No,
would
no, no,
have,
but I'm
like,
saying
their
that person might
kids
go to jail. No, I believe
Yeah.
you. I'm just saying
That's
that person might go to jail, so they need to cut that out.
they
Stop instigating
I
baby
I feel
fights.
like it's wrong, but they were like, "Well, you're supposed to fight your cousins. That's how you learn how to fight before you get to school." And I was like, "That's insane."
Or
I
they
mean,
could take
No.
technically, it's the
self-defense or
same how
martial
we grew
arts.
up if you think about it, because we grew up in
No, it's not.
Massachusetts doing some of the same stuff. We fought our cousins. We didn't pit
No,
each other
Farrah.
against each other,
No,
Yeah,
but we
Farrah.
but you
fought.
guys maybe
And we
weren't
learned.
pushed to fight. Maybe
We
you
weren't
guys,
told to
like,
fight.
the adults weren't
If the adults would have
instigating.
known that we were physically hitting each other, we would have got in trouble. They were
We would
encouraging
have
them
had to
to
hug and
fight each
vows.
other.
Then we're made to hug and kiss and stuff. But now we love
Yeah.
each other. So we hug and kiss
Yeah,
on purpose.
that's a significant difference there. That these are not
I
parallel
mean, yeah, it's
things.
a difference, but it's probably what she took from the situation. Especially if she's an 80s baby like us. Like, come on, people did it all the time. And we had a mother who cared, but you can't say that some of our aunts didn't care that their kids were fighting and that they didn't make them fight for certain things. So it's what she got from her being whatever environment she was in. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Any
saying
of
it's
our aunts
right.
would have had us in a baby fight club. I don't think we have any
I
aunts that
don't
would have
think she would have, but I wouldn't put it past them either one of them.
like
Maybe it's because wasn't socially acceptable in our family. But what I'm saying is, it was something that we grew up with, regardless of how it came to be. We fought our cousins, we fought our brothers and sisters, and it was not necessarily that we were pitted against each other, but we were also taught not to take BS and to go ahead and fight it out.
I think you're
You
you're
can't
using
say that you
parallel
weren't
where
taught
there
to go
is
ahead and
none.
fight for yourself,
You're
because
using
I was
parallel
taught to fight for
where there
me.
is none. Having
I'm
children
well.
having
I
children
kind of see your
fight each
point.
other on purpose so that they'll get fight experience is not the same thing as don't let somebody bully you.
I
That's
know
like
what you
that's like me. That's
saying,
like you
but
telling
that's
Zakiah,
how we
look,
think of it.
no, Farrah. That's like you telling Zakaya, when you go in that ballet class, you show them who's boss, go punch the biggest girl in the face, and
I
you show
mean,
them who's
I would
boss.
Prison
encourage her to
rules.
do that,
Like,
but I can't
Prison
force
like
her.
rules for the
that's
ballet
how that works,
class.
right?
I
You
would
take down the
encourage a
biggest
fight,
toddler.
but if somebody was picking on her, then of course I would
And
have.
that's why you're drawing a parallel where there is none, because that's not what was happening. It wasn't,
And
"Hey, don't
again,
let them
whether
pick
I
on you."
understand that or not, it's irrelevant
That's
because
not
you don't know what
that's not
she
the same.
understood. I'm
But
not
I
saying
do.
that whether I think
I
it's
knew
right or
them
wrong.
personally. What are
I'm
you
saying
talking about?
she
I do know what they
misunderstood.
were. I know exactly what she was
But
thinking, and
didn't
she
her
was
whole family
thinking,
do that?
"No.
Wasn't a lot of her family was like that? To my
No.
understanding, some of her family made some of their
Just 2
kids
of
fight.
them. Just 2 of
Okay, but
them.
that's still okay.
The rest of the
Maybe
family
I'm not getting my point across.
look, look,
I
one of them
understand that.
started
Yes,
it,
I
and the other one
understand
was like,
everybody
"I
has
think
their
that's a good
different.
idea." That's it.
I mean, there's
That's
people
it.
who want their kids to know how to fight for themselves because this is a cruel world, and people are killing other people's children.
There are
I'm not
free
saying that I would
taekwondo
make my daughter
videos.
do this stuff, but
There's,
I'm
like,
saying I
tons of
can
stuff.
understand her point of view.
Yeah, there's tons of
And I'm
stuff
sure
other
there's
than
plenty of
having
people who can. Or just like that
yeah,
that adult
okay.
who picked up that little kid and was rough with them, and the kid couldn't fight back. I'm okay with my kids fighting adults because I'm not gonna let them sit there and be bullied like that. And you know, if I teach her how to fight, I'm not saying I'm gonna pit my kids against each other. They're gonna be in some type of taekwondo or something. But if we teach them how to fight, then they'll know how to defend themselves from any and everybody, including adults.
Okay.
I'm not saying she was right.
That's still not a
You can
parallel.
take it as offended as you want to, but I'm saying I could see it in her shoes. I'm not saying I would pit my kids against each other, and I'm not saying whether I think it's right or wrong. I'm saying I could see it from her point of view, and that is okay because I'm a different type of person.
What about you, Jessica? Have you ever taken revenge on somebody?
No, not well, I'll say that I intentionally made somebody feel a certain way, but I haven't taken
Wait
revenge.
a
So, like,
wait a minute.
my so the biggest
There's
time
some
that
things
that I
happening on the screen.
When we were kids, she was okay with revenge. It
no,
was
I
What?
until she
wasn't.
got older.
And the truth
No,
comes
I
out.
wasn't.
I used to
No,
get
I
in trouble with
wasn't.
my mom a lot. Ooh,
No,
what?
she would think that if I was genuinely crying, that was crocodile tears, and she'd be like, "You're crying on purpose so that mommy can do XYZ." Okay,
No, not just that. There was
and
other
then
things
now
that
as an
happened.
adult, I can't cry properly, and then now it's a problem. So
As a
like
thank for not being able to cry
like
properly.
now
When we were kids,
like
I was a kid just like you,
yeah,
and kids will
okay.
be kids. And you can
No.
say what you want to say, but
And you can say what you want
I'm
to
in my
say.
40s
It's
and I
still
take
not the same thing.
responsibility for myself. And whatever kind of help we're getting, I'm not blaming anybody for my mishaps or my flaws. And they are part of me, and I love myself no matter what. So you can say you never took revenge, but I just remember differently. And I may not remember
I'm
to
sure
be
you
able to
do.
remember the exact thing, but I do remember being in trouble with our mother.
Several
So
times. Several
yes,
times. And I remember I was in trouble as well, but you don't remember those times.
sometimes you didn't get
Her
slapped when I got slapped.
You
Mm-mm.
never got slapped behind me. You got slapped because you had a smart mouth. That ain't had nothing to do with me.
No, no. What I'll say that I accidentally made you have an asthma attack once because you kept poking me and we kept going up and down those bunk beds. And I remember that one because every time I was trying to read a book and you kept poking me and I was like, leave me alone. And I went up to the top bunk. You came up to the top bunk. I jumped down. You jumped down. We kept doing it. And I thought you climbed up after me that last time, but you didn't. You were still sick. Don't matter whether I knew or not. I sure got slapped. And even afterwards, her words. Words can be revenge. Just saying. But yes, yes. She may not
So
remember
you take
certain
revenge all the
instances.
time.
I did take revenge. I never said I
I'm
didn't
talking
take
about
revenge. I
now.
believe in revenge.
I'm
But
talking
I'm
about
also
now.
accountable for it. I'm also accountable for my revenge.
Okay.
Just
You
saying.
literally just said a couple minutes ago that you don't take revenge.
No, I don't take revenge anymore. I haven't done it in a long
Oh,
time. But I did point out that I used to do stuff. Because I can't, yeah, I believe in karma. And I have grown out of it. I can't remember that many things, but I'm pretty sure with my sisters it was different. We definitely took out some stuff on each other. I'm pretty sure we fought more than anybody in the entire world. And I fought a lot of people. But living with my sisters, I'm not going to pretend that we didn't have sisterly fights. Because we did. Even if y'all don't remember, It made me a strong, fiery person, and I love myself. Yes, we used to fight. It's okay. It's okay if y'all don't remember.
Okay. Anyway, um, as I was talking about, uh, revenge, I rarely take revenge, and even if Farrah remembers it differently, no, I don't generally take revenge. Times that I have taken revenge, usually it has been just like I said, being like extra nice so that people feel bad. So the biggest time I could think of that I took revenge was
That's not
that
even revenge then. If you're just extra nice, revenge is supposed to be mean and spiteful and petty.
well
That's not even revenge.
well
How is that
like
revenge?
I had a boyfriend that we were together for several years and then like we broke up. He decided not to tell me that he was going to leave until it was almost the end of the month. I want to say it was like the 20 something. And he was like, I'm not gonna have rent for the beginning of the month. I was like, "You know what? That's fine." When he came to get his stuff, everything was washed, folded, put in boxes, put in suitcases, made sure that everything was by the door. I helped him to put in his car. He felt terrible. And I was like, "This is the best revenge ever." Like, he was, like, thinking that I was gonna be sad and, "Oh, no, please don't go, da-da," and I was like, "No, okay, do you need anything else? Do you want the lamp? Do you want the microwave? Do you want anything else? Anything in the house? I As long as it's not my clothes, you can have it." And he was like, no, I'm just gonna this is all that can fit in my car. Imma come back for some more later." So, that was I feel like that
That's
was a
right. Hit
fantastic
the road.
revenge. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. That was good. That was good. Now, me personally, I probably would have just been getting dressed and ready for a date. I would have made it a point to look the best I ever did. I'm talking about titties underneath my chin coming up out the turtleneck. You know what I'm talking about? And then I would have had some other guy scoop me up right in front of him, and that would have been my revenge. But I mean, yours is good too. Yours is good too
I
because he still
mean,
felt bad in
I've
the
done
end.
that once or twice where especially if like we're supposed to be making up, oh well, I'm gonna come through and then oh no 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 I'm gonna be there later. I'll be there in a couple hours. I'm so sorry. I'm delayed. And I'm like, you don't really need to come anymore. No, 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 I'm gonna come. I got dressed. I looked super cute. And then when I waited till they were like, I'm almost there to walk out to my car with my purse to leave.
And which one felt better?
I feel like the first one felt better. The second one, I was
Really?
like, "Oh, this is nice," and the first one was like, load off my mind. Like, if you are this kind of person, I need you to get all your stuff. I want you to get all the things that you want, so you like I said, you won't come back. I want you to be happy where you're at. Go be happy.
They could be miserable and still not come back. No? Yes.
I feel
And that's
like
what I want.
the more miserable people are, the more they're likely to be like, I wonder what this person's doing because I've had people
You don't have
be
to answer,
miserable and reach
though.
out to me,
You don't have
and
to answer. You don't have to entertain it. You can just enjoy it from a distance. That's what I do.
I'm still
I
friends
will
with
look.
everybody though. Like even that person, I'm still friends with them. Like
This is why you
I
don't revenge
still
well. This is why. This is exactly what me and the Grinch are talking about.
So what's the worst time like have you ever taken any type of revenge?
I have never done it because I would go too freaking far. I don't It's like you guys aren't paying attention. There's something wrong with me. I go way too far. I would be in
Ugh.
jail a lot. I would be in
The
jail
Grinch
a
sounds
lot.
it looks like the Grinch has taken revenge before. Okay.
Are you gonna tell us? Come on,
Oh,
man. That's
no.
just mean.
I mean, that there are, statutory statutory limits
Hypothetically,
to things. Yeah, you wanna make sure that
hypothetically, why don't you
on a
tell us a story
podcast.
about somebody else, what somebody else did, and you was like, "Wow, that's crazy. That's something that I would never do, me personally." The story's for entertainment purposes only? Dang it.
See,
None of
I
that's
so
working.
I
Well,
do
you
know
guys both
about one
crazy.
person that took pretty bad revenge. One
Tell
person that I
us.
know took revenge, and took that person. The person wore a size either 13 or 14, the bigger sizes that are hard to get. No, no, they wore a 15, a size 15 shoe, and they were a sneakerhead. And when they found out that the person that they had been with for 10 years had been cheating on them, and they decided to break up, the person decided to break up with them, even though they had been the one cheating. They wanted to break up
Wow.
when that person found out. And so uh they took all the left shoes. And this is
Okay.
when burning CDs was huge, and so they put all the CDs inside their dresser and poured bleach on the CDs and their clothes.
Yeah.
And so they bleached the CDs, their clothes, and took all their left shoes, every single
Yeah. That's
pair.
what
The
I'm talking
only
about.
pair that they had left was the one that was on their feet, and that was their work shoes that are all torn up already. And when I tell you, they got call after call after call and did not answer,
That's how you do
I
it.
was like, well, I am not any part of that, but wow. Wow.
I love it. I love it. I remember reading a story. I want to say it came off of Reddit. Reddit user, if you're watching and this is your story, I'm sorry. Just tag yourself in the comments. But there's this woman who was in an abusive relationship. The guy was just awful to her. And then after being together and withstanding this abuse for years, he decided to leave. But this was back in the day. Well, I mean, a lot of people do this still. But she had an extra set of keys to his car just in case he ever locked himself out, right? This was, before you had a little apps that could unlock your car, whatever, what have you, right? So she had the extra set of keys and he forgot that she had the keys. So what she would do is she would get up early every morning and move his car to a different part of the block. So every morning he would come out expecting his car to be in front of the house, but it would be gone. Just up the street, around the corner. And she
That
did
is
this for like several months. And she was like, I know I should feel bad, but I don't. And I was like, good for you, sis. Good for you. You're doing just enough to stay out of jail. And I love it. Oh, that lady's an inspiration. God bless you, ma'am, wherever you are. I hope you're doing well.
that is actually amazing because you're not
Right?
stealing the car, and you have the keys that somebody gave you. So it's, if the police ask, well,
Ju-
why did you? I received the keys like willingly.
just enough to
So
stay out of jail.
yeah,
But
sure
more than
thing.
enough to cause, a little chaos and strife. I love it.
All the
Mm,
time.
mm. They just think they're going crazy every single day. They're like, I know I left my car here. I know I parked it right here. And every day it was somewhere else. Oh, it's genius.
Yeah.
It is genius. Because a lot of
The
people
Grinch
don't
loves it.
notice if you glitter bomb somebody's car, you can still go to jail for that. You can still get arrested. But if you move their car,
I don't know if it's with laws today, I'm not 100% sure, especially depending on the
not a
state.
hundred.
So
Listen,
don't
do
get in
not take
trouble.
legal advice.
Listen to
Do
this.
not take legal advice from me. I already made it
Do
very
not
clear
take
that I'm
legal
not quite
advice
right in
from
the
the
head.
podcast.
She was his wife, and he gave her a key, so I doubt they could press charges.
You
They
guys
didn't
just
say
don't
if
Willingly
they were
gave her
wife,
keys.
right?
listen. Before you take your revenge, do your research. Make sure you have an alibi, okay? The most important part about revenge is don't get caught. That's the lesson that you need to take away from this. Don't get caught, babies.
I'm not sure that's the message you want
And
to
know
send,
that you
but
have my blessings.
So has anybody had revenge taken on you?
Someone put sugar in my tank once.
God
I
damn.
don't even remember why. I just remember my engine blew, and when I took it to the shop, they were like, "Someone put sugar in your tank."
Do you know who it was?
I can't remember. I'm sure at the time I knew, and I'm probably confronted them, but all I remember is I really love that truck.
Oh.
Sorry,
Keisha,
boo.
didn't that happen to you too?
That didn't. First of all, why would you put my business out like that? That's first of all. I ain't even volunteer no stories. Now I gotta plot my revenge on you and stay out
I'm
of
so
jail
sorry.
and do it
I'm
long
so
distance.
sorry.
This is gonna take up my whole week. Just know that it's coming though, because I don't forget. I don't forget the petty stuff.
Goodness.
We gonna be 92 in the nursing home together. I'll be like, remember what you said in 2025 on that podcast?
I'd be like,
I'm gonna take
"Girl,
your walker
it's
from
been
you.
rough around here. We need some excitement."
So no, that did not happen to me personally. That happened to my husband because
Oh,
his ex is
how do you do that?
crazy. I have only thought about putting sugar in people's tank. I've never actually done it, and nobody's actually done it
I
to
wasn't
me.
talking about you doing it. I thought that happened to you,
No,
like
I've
somebody
never
put
done it, and
sugar in your
nobody's ever
tank.
done it to me. Yeah.
But that was right. You were driving the
Oh,
car, but it wasn't your car.
it's so
That's what you said.
awful.
Yeah. Yes, I was driving the car, but it wasn't my car. It was my ex. It's my husband's car. And the ex put sugar in there. So that was a thing. It was a thing. But you know what? My car's electric now. So I haven't got no worries. And I don't take revenge. So usually nobody wants to get me. So I might say some stuff. I will probably say some stuff to you about
You
you,
know, you
about
know
your
what some
mama.
people think
But usually
sometimes?
that doesn't result in sugar tank kind of stuff. Hmm.
I don't know why talking about cars. Well, I guess talking about cars is what made me think of it. I do sometimes think when people walk in front of my car when I'm already driving, I should tap them.
Just to
I've heard
And I
her
prove
say
a
that
do.
so
point.
many
I always
Just
times.
to
stop.
send a
I
message.
always
Not really
stop.
to
But
hurt them.
right, especially when you're in like a Publix or a Walmart parking lot and you already going through the crosswalk and they
And they're
sit there
not
and
paying
act like,
attention.
well,
They're
you
on their
hit me, I just hit
phone,
it anyway. I'm already going. It's not
and
as easy to
you weren't
tap
even paying attention. You just walked into the parking lot or the road or wherever. So you're trying to teach them about road safety. That's not even being petty, bro. You're trying
and
to help them learn.
if this was 20 years ago, my car wouldn't stop that quickly. They just lucky that I have a newer car.
And good
'Cause
So
reflexes.
those heavy
I have
cars back
thought,
then,
like,
you would have
I
been stabbed.
wish I could get out and spray them like a cat. Like,
Bad. Bad.
like, I don't
Bad.
wanna tap them with my
Take
actual
advantage.
car because I don't know what the equilibrium looks like, all that. So, I just wanna I would love to get out, and especially somebody who's, like, walking across on their phone like this and doesn't look up, and I'm like, "I stopped. That doesn't mean that somebody else you might actually get hit, so I need you to learn your
They
lesson
need to
before
learn.
you die." So, I would love to get out and just spray you like a cat.
Yes, they need to
Like,
learn. So I feel like sometimes tapping them with your car, it's very tempting. It's very tempting just to teach them a little something. You don't really want to hurt nobody. You just want to educate them real good. That's all. Just to prove a point.
educate them real
But
good,
yes,
huh?
a water bottle is a good idea too. What if you made, oh, you guys just gave me $1 million idea. What if we made an accessory for your car? You could put it on the hood, and when you press it, it sprays them. Like, pay attention.
I thought about something like that,
Splash.
but not spray. I thought rotten fruit and vegetables. Remember when I
Oh,
told you that a
yes,
few
just
years
throw
ago? Don't do that.
tomatoes at
I
them.
said, people with all this idiot stuff just be cutting
Onions?
you off in the wrong places. I got
Onions. Throw
a baby in
onions?
the car.
Okay.
I should put rotten vegetables and just have it fling it at their windshield whenever they do something dumb like that. Make them
That
stop and
could
think
cause a
about that.
very, not on the highway though, right? Not on the
Oh,
No,
highway or
not
a
on the
busy road,
highway.
because that
Mostly
can
in
cause an
parking lots, where
accident.
they're only going
Like in
like
the
5,
parking
10
lot.
miles an
Okay.
hour. Yeah, but
Yes.
not if any kids are around. They'll have a safety feature. You
No,
know how
no, not for
how
not for
the
the
cars
chair.
nowadays, they have that
Yeah.
beeping system that tells you when cars are around. We're gonna have a beeping system for children.
Yeah.
People of a
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
height, you can't get them. But everybody else is go ahead, 15, 20 points, bro. Stop doing all this
I'm
stuff,
sorry.
people.
My first thought was what if it's a midget? Like, are
I
We
guess
people
they
don't,
get
so
I don't
young?
around
even
it.
think I don't think we use that word anymore.
I
What if it's a
what is
short
it called?
person
A short person? I thought
or a
so
little person?
I watched a video that somebody was like, "Stop calling a short person, I'm a midget." So I
Think
was
that
like, maybe
depends on
it's
maybe
a
the person, just like how some people are
okay.
cool with other people using certain words. But I
That makes
think
sense.
the
That makes sense.
politically correct term is a little person, I think.
Okay. That I apologize then. I watched the video and I was like, da 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 da, because I don't watch a lot of pop culture, so I don't stay up on
Yeah.
all the terms. I apologize. The
Okay. It
yeah.
happens. It happens.
It's difficult to know nowadays. Me and my niece
Okay.
were talking about this the other day because sometimes I have to ask her questions to make sure that I'm not offending nobody. Because, when we were growing up, it was so different. And
We
nowadays,
grew up
people
in
will
the
take revenge
80s.
by suing you. They'll sue you so fast. Take take your grandchildren's money. Play with it. Better get with the
Your
program.
grandchildren's money is crazy.
I
Yeah.
Um,
like it. Bankrupt the
So
whole
That's
family.
revenge. Suing people over words when they could just apologize. Ooh, that's the worst form of revenge people take nowadays. You see?
I like it. I'm here for it.
so we talked about like tapping people with your car, but if let's say that you change your mind and you were going to take revenge on somebody, right?
Yeah.
What's a strange way that you might take revenge on somebody?
I've thought
Super
about this
gluing
so
a
many
penis to the thigh.
times. Super gluing what?
A penis to the thigh. I used to think about that when I used to get beat when I was younger. I used to think about super gluing his penis to his thigh, like while he was asleep, just pretending to slobber him down and just ripping crazy glue. And when he wakes up, it's like stuck.
So the slobber might not allow the super glue to become
No, I wouldn't
adhesive.
really be slobbering it down. He'd just think I would. That's how wet I get it.
That's a lot of super glue. Oh my god.
Well, it was a
Yeah.
lot of beatings
I
at the
like it.
time. I had a lot of time to think.
I like it. It's creative. And that's the kind of revenge plot stories that I really enjoy. The out of the box, the creativity. I
Something
appreciate
that's
that.
not so normal.
Yes. And
So what
honestly,
you said you've
if
been thinking
I
about it.
could, I would take like supernatural revenge on people. It's a good thing I know nothing about no witchcraft because I would do things like make your eyeballs grow hairy. Yep, hairy eyeballs.
That'd
And
be so
sometimes you get it
easy.
ingrown. See, look at your eye itching right now. Do you see?
Right?
Do you see how
I'm
perfect
like
that is? Do you see how perfect that is? Or, or what if you always have that paper cut in between your fingers, right? And just as it starts to heal, another one pops up. So you can never quite get used to it. That's the kind of stuff that I'd be thinking
You
about.
know what? You know what's worse than in between your fingers? Have you ever had your toes split open because they're too small? So I have really short toes, and they
the
kind of curve
webbing in
down.
between.
And
Yeah.
if they go all the way straight, it splits
Yeah,
the skin in between my
that's what
toes,
I'm
and it's
looking
actually
for.
more
Yeah,
painful
Yeah.
than right here. You
that's
can't
what
do
I
that.
want.
She's like,
That's what I
"Yes.
want.
Yes."
That's it. That's what I'm going for. Listen, y'all don't let me learn no doggone witchcraft. I would be doing some of the most heinous stuff. Oh,
Goodness.
mm.
No, I would just I think if I took revenge on somebody, it would be all the little things, all the little inconveniences, but it would be stuff like just enough that you would be actually inconvenienced. Like I would I don't know.
Are we thinking like death by 1,000 paper cuts? Like when you already
No,
having
No,
a
if
really
you
no.
go to a
bad
restaurant and
day,
you never
and then
have your
suddenly
favorite food,
yeah,
No,
you're
I
having a
would
bad day, and suddenly they run out of your favorite food, or your clothes get caught on that doorknob, and it's just like that all the time until you finally lose your mind and have a psychotic breakdown. Is that what you're talking
no.
about?
No.
Oh,
Like I take all the
me
buttons off
neither
of all your
then.
favorite shirts. And then like
Okay, that's
uh
good too.
I would pour out all of your shampoos and I would like put water right where I know you step in the morning with your socks.
oh, you know
And
what would be a terrible
That is
revenge?
diabolical. What socks is
For stuff like
diabolical?
that? A woman not having access to take a shower.
That's not
Let that
great.
sink in, guys, because
that's
that's a
I feel
really
like
bad
that's a
revenge.
bit too far. When we talk about too far, that's too
But it's
far.
revenge. We're
That's
talking
more
about revenge. That would be the one of the worst revenges somebody could put on
I
somebody.
nah. There's far and then there's too far. I
I
feel
might
like
add that
that's
to my list.
a little too far.
I might add that to my grudgery list. That might be a service I'll provide as soon as I figure out this whole
Yeah,
witchcraft
instead
thing.
of just
Witchcraft
thinking
thing.
about
Yeah.
it.
No, I would mess with the locks so that it's hard to get out of your room. You can get out, but you have to mess with the doorknob a little bit every single time.
We'll just go back to bed. I'd be like, forget the day.
Like
Never mind.
that's the thing.
I'm over
Like
it.
just enough that it works, but you gotta really like jiggle it and get to it. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't make it so that like it's really terrible, just so you have like a million inconveniences so you're not in a good mood. Like
Just
all
destroy
your
their
all your
happiness
peanut
over
butter,
time.
Yours
I'd
is
take
worse than
like
mine,
like
because at least mine
98% out of the jar. Like make
yeah, but
Or
sure
yours is
make it so
worse
the
than
oil
mine. You wanna know why yours
separates.
is worse? Because yours is slowing over time and it'll cause depression. At least mine's is instant causes anger and then they're over it.
like it I don't
Yours
think that
sounds
they would be
ugh.
depressed, but they would definitely be in a bad mood.
You never thought about it, but being in a
Nah,
bad mood every day leads you into some dark stuff.
I guess it can, it
That's just
can.
giving that's
and
just
that's
giving it
why I
to us.
approve.
Yeah. Like, you go to get water from your fridge and it's salty?
Is
Or
salty
it's
water
never
a bad
cold. It's never
It's
cold,
never
but
cold
there's
and it's
never any
a little
ice
salty.
either.
I prefer sugar water over salt water, but I could still drink salt water. That wouldn't bug me. But if you made it sparkling water every day, now that would piss me off.
Some people would love I
Yeah,
would love that.
Yeah, you would love that.
I
That's
would
what I was
love
thinking.
that.
That's what made me think of it, because you always want the sparkling water.
I
But I
love
always use
sparkling
regular
water.
water. But if I didn't have my regular water and it was only sparkling water, I'd be so grumpy. I need my regular cold water. Or
that's
sometimes
fair.
during temperature, depends on my mood.
That's
But
fair.
So how do you guys treat other people? Do you do unto others as they have done unto you, or as you would have them do unto you? Like how you feel like people should be treated? Or however they've treated you, that's how they gonna get treated?
I feel like
I
that's a
always
loaded
treat
question.
I always treat people the way I would like to be treated, and if I can't do that, then I leave them alone. You just cease to exist to me. You're dead to me. You could well, I wouldn't say you could be on fire and I wouldn't put you out. I wouldn't say that. I would still probably put you out. But when you're like, "Oh my god, thank you." Well, whatever, unhand me. Call 911 yourself and then keep going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Like
Yeah.
that's kind of how I do people. Yeah, they're just not real to me anymore. If I can't treat them though. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. There's this one person at my job I thoroughly cannot stand them. Everything they say, everything they do aggravate the mess out of me. And I even started to try to have like this little prayer where I say, you know what? God, please let me see them the way their mother sees them. Let me see them the way the first person that ever loved them sees them. And do you know what happened in my mind? There's this little meme of like a woman just throwing a baby, like she's throwing a 2 point shot. That's what happened in my mind, you guys. So I got to leave this person alone. I can't talk to
Yeah.
this person. I can't engage with them because it's not working. The prayer ain't working. So I leave them alone so I don't go to jail.
I think it depends actually. The longer I've known somebody, the easier it is for me to sometimes treat them as they treat me versus
Mm,
someone I just met. Someone I just met, I'm always going to give the courtesy of giving them respect first and being nice and gentle and so polite. But then depending on how they treat me, it could be reciprocal. Especially, I've been told this recently. I am someone who is reactive enough to act exactly the way a person is acting towards me. So I'm a really nice and generous person and I'm loving and it's what I originally give. But when people are either aloof or if they're distracted because they have more important things, or even if they're being rude because they've been having a bad day and forgot that I'm just now seeing you. I don't know what happened for the rest of your day, but I don't know why you had to treat me this way. I am going to start reacting to that, not just then, but in general. So when I tend to be standoffish or seem like I'm being rude, it's just how I've been being talked to or how somebody is treating me versus
you're matching energy.
I do. And I am more reactive than I originally thought, or I guess maybe I've never really thought about it before until I guess being in therapy, it's starting to come out. I'm an empathetic person. I do empathize with my enemies. I'll cry. Like I said, I will cry, probably not in front of you, but then I get behind closed doors and my heart feels the heaviness of whatever I did to you, whether I beat you up or I said words that were so harsh, or even if, like, even sometimes when we argue, because, we're sisters, we do that. And you might think that I'm pissed off, but I'm in my room being like, why did I even talk to her that way? What is wrong with me? But I won't tell you because I'm not the type of person to sit there and reveal all my feelings in front of somebody, and I never have been. So it's something I struggle with to just at the time communicate with versus somebody I just met and you have the time to be nice back to me or you probably won't get it. and I can be just as evil as the next person. You know, I try not to be. I do want to treat others better because, especially since I've been reading the Bible more and I really love God so much and I don't want him to leave me out. I've been trying to be a better person. And so I try not to think bad on people. Sometimes I feel like people just, even no matter how much you're trying to be nice, it's like they keep tapping evil thoughts into your head. You're like, I really want to be nice to you. And they're like, nah, bruh, go ahead and go there, go there. And you're like, I went there. And then I'm ashamed and I'm beating myself in the background and praying about it. I'm like, dear God, I really tried. Please help me with this patience. I keep asking you for patience. I know you said you can't just give me stuff. I got to
No,
work hard for it.
no. Nobody taught you that? One of the worst prayers you could pray is for patience, because then you're gonna end up in situations where you need patience, so the patience can grow. You don't pray for patience unless you want to be tried time and time again. Didn't nobody tell you, girl?
No, because see, when I was younger, I got distracted so often I didn't really need to be told to be patient because people thought I was being patient by me just going to my joy moments. I don't know if y'all watch Blossom, but I had plenty of joy moments growing up, just, so nobody
That's
had
called
to teach me because I was
disassociation.
distracted in my own world. But now
Yes.
that I'm adult, people be bringing me back way faster than when I was younger. Because when I was younger, you could call my name like 5 times, and then finally somebody said it real close, and I'm like, huh? But now, as soon as somebody says my name, especially in my family, I snap right out of whatever distraction I'm in, and then most likely my patience isn't there because I never had to learn it when I was younger. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm praying for patience. Oh, I've been meaning to watch this movie just because I heard it's supposed to help you with patience. I even have a few books for patience, working on it. And I feel
Girl,
like
good luck.
not being patient is part of my karma because karma comes back to bite you. And I don't know that I showed people patience in the past because I'm so forgetful, I don't know. But I can't say that I've ever actively tried patience with people. And so now I'm trying to actively learn it for my daughter. Karma. Just saying. I don't know if I see Jessica will probably be better able to tell you if I had patience when I was younger since I'm so forgetful because I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
You've always had patience for kids.
I love children. How could people
You have
not
more
have
patience
patience
for
for
kids
kids?
than
That's
anyone else.
different. That's so different. Kids, they're learning. Of course they're gonna
That
act
makes
up and be
sense, right? They just got here. They ain't never done none of this stuff before.
yeah, and being impatient with them is actually teaching them impatience. So that's different. I'm not gonna sit here and be impatient to someone I'm trying to teach patience. Cause then how's she gonna learn it?
Yeah.
But it's not that I never get
Patience with
impatient with my
adults?
daughter.
Now that's a lot
Mhm.
harder, because 'cause y'all been
Oh
here.
my
You
goodness.
should know better by now. It's so
But a
much
lot of
harder.
them don't. A lot
No,
of them
so many
don't.
of them don't. So many of them don't.
Some of the stuff I hear sometimes, I'm not sure if it's because I'm an 80s baby and I'm around a lot of 90s and 2000s babies. But I just think differently is all I can say because I'm not going to get into all of it. But we just think very differently. And I don't know how some of these people, a lot of people think revenge is like the first thing they talk about. And I tend to go into my own world because people, as you know, somebody cuts them off. And like I said, if I'm driving, I have some serious revenge thoughts sometimes. Somebody almost ran me off the road the other day. My first thought was, I hope you run into the next car. Cause he almost ran me into a car and I had nowhere to go and I barely made it. And I had my daughter in the back. And just to go tell you, I'm trying to stop doing this, but I don't really have any kind of filter, not even if you're in a different car. So my window went down and I started to tell him by himself. I said, I don't know who you thought you were and I don't know how big you thought your truck was. Doesn't mean you could run over my car. You supposed to know better. I got a daughter in the back. I'm going off on this guy. And he was like, I needed this lane. Not I'm sorry. Not, oh, I didn't mean to run you almost off the road. I needed this lane. So my next thought was, I hope you hit the next car you do this to. And then I started praying about it because I shouldn't be I shouldn't be praying somebody gets in a car accident. That's awful. Bad me. But in the moment, I thought about revenge.
Yeah.
Revenge.
I'm trying to
So I had to
laugh when
say what
people make me mad in traffic, because my revenge thoughts be just as extreme, if not more. I be cussing their whole lineage out. I be wishing bad on their mama, and that's really not
Oh,
good.
no, not their
So,
mama.
yeah, well, they shouldn't have birthed them, but that's not the point. The point is I'm trying to do better, so now I just laugh instead of getting mad. Girl, it's hard. I'm still practicing. Maybe you have more luck than me, cause oh my god. Still
Jessica will tell you,
practicing.
I've gotten in so many car accidents, it's ridiculous. And some of them, more than half of my accidents were with me sitting still. I was at 4 or 5 different stop signs that I got hit at. I was
Jeez
at maybe
Louise.
3 different stop lights that I was hit at. I was in 4 different parking spots that I got hit. It's ridiculous. I was in a turning lane waiting for the light to turn and got hit. This is
My god.
ridiculous. People just don't pay attention. And I think I'm a target, no matter what color car. Jessica will tell you when she's in the car with me, something about people. I used to think it was because I drove a red car. Then I thought it was because I drove a black car. I drive a bright blue car now. People still don't see
Neon
me, and
fluorescent
it's
blue.
funny because I had somebody make a joke because I'm not that tall. I'm pretty sure y'all can't tell on video. I'm only 5'1 3/4". Yes, I said the 5'1 3/4". Don't hate me. But anyways, so I'm small, and a lot of times people do. They don't see me. They don't see me in stores. They don't see me in clubs. People step on me until they see my face, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I don't know how I could have missed you." Not funny. You just stepped on me. And somebody made a joke that my car is as small as I am. I have a full size car. It's not funny, and I
She
don't know
just
why I'm
wanna be
targeted.
seen.
I just want. I'm gonna get a
She
bright
just
yellow
wanna
car
be
next
seen, y'all.
with one of the
Maybe.
mouse ears on top.
That's what I was gonna say. You need to wear really big hats. Wear really big 10-gallon hats that are straight. Maybe wear a Grinch outfit. People will see you. You know what I'm saying? And then get something like that for your car. I don't know, girl, but it ain't right. It
Grinch
ain't
out your
right what
car.
you've been through. Yeah, Grinch out the car.
Okay.
Make it furry. I don't know.
I used to
I'm
think I was gonna
sorry.
make a special horn for it. Anytime somebody gets within a certain like distance of the car, it makes some kind of weird noise like "boo, bitch, get out the way." Right? They got those sensors
Yes.
nowadays on the car, so
That
it
dates
won't
us,
be
by the
because
way.
I'm getting too
That
close to
definitely dates
you,
us.
or because you getting too close to me. It tells me inside if I'm getting too close to you. I need some on the outside to warn you.
True
Uh,
facts.
hopefully
It's
people
I
don't
it's
would
rule
be
so
out for
bad
helpful.
that
that.
I've actually been run over by a car in person, and what that means is I was standing behind a car because the person I locked my keys in my car, and the guy who was gonna open the car told me to move to the side. So I didn't think about it, so I moved next to the car that was in the parking lot because the parking lot's kind of full. I didn't hear the car start, but I did feel my body hit the pavement. Yeah, they ran over me, and luckily I am so small that both tires missed my arm. So I am very blessed.
Wait, so
But
you actually saw the car moving over your body? You were like, "Oh my
I
god, this
didn't
is happening
see
to
it
me."
as much as I mean, I did see it after the fact, but it was such a shock that the first thing was rainbow colors because my head hit the cement, and then the next thing was a bunch
Shit.
of like I don't know if you've ever worked on a car and seen the undercarriage of a car, but I knew where I
Yeah,
was. We were made to work on cars when we were younger,
that's what I'm
so I
saying. So
knew I
you
was under the
saw the
undercarriage.
undercarriage go over your
And meanwhile, I hear the guy who was opening my car saying, "Stop! She's under there!" And the guy who has the car stops and he's freaking out. Now here's where I was young and dumb. I had to go to work. And I told his friend, nothing's hurt. And I went to work. Nothing was hurt. My head hurt a little bit, but there was no blood. I went to work.
Maybe
But when
that's
I
the
think
point
back,
that you started to wish revenge.
I don't know. It took me a little bit longer. It wasn't until probably like the 15th or 16th where somebody hit me where I was sitting still. Where I was like, these people need to die. I was I
Mm,
was
I know that's
that is a
right.
lot. That is a lot.
in a car accident at a stoplight, right? I'm sitting there at the stoplight, minding my own business, waiting to turn right. You can't make a right when cars are going the other way, right? You're supposed to wait. So I'm waiting. But then I'm already turning my right, y'all, because you already started turning your wheel. My car is going, and there's a semi truck coming. When I tell you, I got on that sidewalk so quick and avoided being hit, but I was still confused. Like, my foot was on the gas when the car started coming. So how did my car start going forward? But I look behind me, and there's an older gentleman getting out, freaking out because he hit me into traffic. Oh, crap. I was hit into traffic, right? 2 weeks later, I am at a Walgreens picking up my prescriptions. I finish getting my prescriptions and go to the stop sign to wait to make a left because you can't go left when traffic is coming, and get hit into traffic by a woman whose radio didn't work, whose phone was dead. She doesn't know what she was doing. Because that time I freaked out a little bit and went to cuss her out. But then I felt so bad when I went to cuss her out because she's boohoo crying out. And I started asking questions. Well, was your music too loud? My radio's broken. Well, were you texting? My phone is dead. Well, what were you doing? Why did you hit me at a stop sign? And my mom was in the car. That's what made it worse for that one. My mom didn't think I should be by myself.
And
Both
now
of those
y'all
were
both
actually in
getting
my
hit.
those are both in my car.
Dang it.
Yeah, I was
And I
driving
was and
at the
so
time.
Pharaoh was like, "I don't know what happened." And I was like,
I'm like,
"You
I'm
okay?"
sorry. I started driving her car to try and avoid because before then I was in a white car. So I thought maybe white cars aren't good for me. And so that's why I was driving her car. It was red. Red means stop. No, red means hit me. But yeah,
All
then I
right,
got a
well,
black
you're
car for
not
a little while. But,
I'm not letting you borrow my car, that's for sure. I'm not. Mm.
well, I
You
feel
gotta get a
crazy because
rental,
Well,
I have
babe.
been
now there's
I
I
have
put
a
in
been
on
able to drive now.
so I don't think that that was the beginning of your revenge then. I don't think it was necessarily the beginning of the revenge.
I don't know when I started to think ill on people because of that. Because I do have anxiety when I drive now. Obviously, I'm always scared somebody's gonna hit me. I'm always
rightfully,
looking in the rear
yes.
view. I mean, as long as I'm moving funny enough, I'm not as anxious while I'm driving because it's mostly when I'm sitting still. It's been at a lot of lights and parking spots. I was in a parking spot half asleep waiting for my mama to come out from the grocery store and got hit in the side and the car door was damaged. So
Yikes.
yeah, sitting still. I'm a target. Somebody wants me dead. I don't know who, but God wants me still, so it's just fine.
Yeah,
So yeah,
the devil be
great.
trying. But
Yeah,
all right.
as long as we're moving, we're good.
So we talked about ways that we might wish revenge, whether or not we believe in karma, and whether we treat each other in the way that we want to be treated, or in the way other people treat us. In the comments below, if you could tell us strange ways that you might wish revenge on somebody, and also if you've taken revenge or if you've been the target of someone's revenge. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Different Walk Serious Talks. We'll see you next time.